Sure.
All right, people can now see and hear us. Woo! All right. Oh, I should post the Discord. Oh, I forgot to ask what order you guys want to go in before we start.
Why does it matter?
Actually, I should probably take care of this before we start recording, just so it doesn't like interrupt time in the show. Johnny, I know that we were talking outside of the show because you're a recent Switch owner and you were wondering about borrowing some of my Nintendo magazines about some Switch games. So I just wanted you to know I've got those magazines and I'm mailing them to you tomorrow.
I see.
All
I
right.
see. Okay. Thank you. All right. I'll make a note of that. Okay. Who here is ready to start recording?
I didn't know you were that into physical media.
I'm really not. But I'm into money and envelopes. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
I'm into physical media when it's dollars.
Let's see here. Kerrigan in the chat posted tuna time.
I love that.
That's great. I love it. It's
Oh
simple
my
but
gosh.
effective.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just play that for 2 hours.
Done.
We should do that meme of like, good heavens, look at the time, but the clock, all the numbers are the GTT logo.
Oh my god, that's a good idea.
Oh, that's good too.
If somebody watching can make that real quick, I would love
Yeah.
you forever. God, I haven't seen that meme in a long time. Golly me, look at the time. Why did I want to say jolly?
No, jolly me.
Yeah, right?
I'm
Ho, ho, ho.
super excited.
I'm Santa Claus.
Yeah,
Or
jolly
maybe-
me. Look at the
Maybe you meant to go to Jolly Bee. Get some fried chicken and spaghetti.
jolly me. Look at the time. I can see it on this GIF.
Just to be clear, Johnny, am I at the beginning of the show? Are you going into host mode or am I introducing things?
I'm going into host mode.
Okay, good.
Yep. You just sit back, relax.
You know me. Just sit back and relax.
Oh, sorry, 1 second.
Sure.
God damn it.
Actually, no, screw the whole thing.
Okay. So let's see here. Are you guys ready to start recording?
All the time, baby.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Game That
All right, guys, bring it in. All right, come on, let's bring it in. Gather round, gather round. All right, guys, take a knee. I am your coach today, Coach Johnny. I understand that might be hard for some of you to say. So if you want to, you can just say coach. That's fine. Coach Johnny or coach either way.
What about Coach J?
Coach J is fine too. Before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and take attendance. When you hear your name, I want you to say here or present. Okay, here or present. Okay, first up here, I got John. Is there a John here? John?
I'm here.
Oh, thank you, John. Okay, next up, I'm looking for Jessie. Is Jessie here today?
Here or present?
Thank you, Jessie. But for everybody else, you don't have to say here or present. You can say either here or either present, okay?
That's more words.
Jesse, if you say that, speak back to me like that again, I'm going to make you run laps. All right, next on the list, we have David. Is there a David here?
Present, and can I get up off my knee?
Yes, David, you may. Thank you. All right, so guys, I understand that normally on Game That Tune, you guys like to pick a theme, and you pick some games that fit the theme. You play some music from the games, and you give a little bit of trivia, and you goof off, and you have a lot of fun. But today we're having an August Absurdity Championship, where the three of you are going to go head-to-head, and the winner will be declared the August Absurdity Champion. I understand that might be hard for some of you to say, so if you want, you can just say August Absurdity King or Absurd King. That is fine. Absurd King, August Absurdity Champion, August Absurdity King. I'm going to be grading you all on 3 things today. Been grading you on sportsmanship, participation, and points. And whoever gets the most points will be the August Absurdity Champion or Absurd King. Now, I want to emphasize that I want everyone to have fun and to have a good time. John, can you come up here real quick, please?
Yeah. What's up, Coach?
Hey, John, is there anything you'd like to say to David and Jesse before we start?
I mean, not a whole lot. I was talking about it last week. What a competition this has been, and why we do the competition that we do, and what I meant was, guys, what are we all fighting for? I want us all to understand that. Save the podcast for the future of August Absurdity. Sure, that's all fine, but really, is that really how it is? For me, this is a personal feud. I want to beat David and settle my past. August Absurdity just happens to be part of that. I've been thinking, and I think we're all fighting for ourselves, and for that someone, something, whatever it is that's important to us. That's what we're fighting for. That's why we got to keep up this battle for the podcast. So I want all of you to get off the show and find your reasons for yourselves. I want you to make sure, and then I want you to come back. I know why I'm fighting. I'm fighting to win August Absurdity, and that's that. But besides that, there's something personal too. A very personal memory that I have. What about you all? I want all of you to find that something within yourselves. If you don't find it, that's okay too. You can't fight without a reason, right? So I won't hold it against you guys if you don't come back.
All right, thank you, John. That was sweet. I should have mentioned, John, before you came up, there's a cooler over here. We have orange slices of Capri Suns. Feel free to help yourself at any time.
Has that cooler been sanitized?
It has not. If anybody at any point needs to use the bathroom, please see me for a hall pass. Personally, I don't think it's necessary, but some of the other teachers get upset if you don't have one, so just come see me. I'll give it to you. It's no problem. All right, so John, take a seat. Thank you. Jesse, come up here. Come on up, Jesse.
Hey, Coach.
Attaboy. All right, Jesse, is there anything you'd like to say to John and David?
Actually, there is. Man, fellas, what a year it's been. Pretty shitty if you ask me. A lot of us are going through a lot of bull crap. But for the next 2 to 7 hours, none of that matters. What does matter is it's August Absurdity Finals. We've been doing this for a while, and it never gets easy. But that's what makes it great, right? Like the competitiveness, the challenge we bring to each other, the pure absurdity of it all. And some may think this week is no different than any other week. Maybe they're right. Maybe they're wrong. Maybe this is their first episode and they are very confused. Either way, it doesn't change anything for me. You see, tonight my job is to defeat whatever it is Johnny or Coach Jay has up his sleeve. That's all. You see, lately I've been trying to figure out my place at Game That Tune. What do I bring to the table? What skills do I have? And while none of that matters in the grand scheme, I do know why I'm here tonight. David, you're really going to want to hear this. The reason I'm here is simply because John knows he can't win against you one-on-one. He's tried and failed and can't seem to dial your number, buddy. So while he might seem all high and mighty with this whole redemption Jeopardy deal last week, that was all a ruse. Just a way to make things easier for him. Can he beat David while David has his attention split? That's all he's thinking. But I figure after I'm done satisfying all the Jessie maniacs, I'm going to get off by turning y'all's knob just past the breaking point, brother.
All right, Jesse, thank you. That is an A+ participation, but frankly a D- in sportsmanship. All right, Jesse, go sit down. David, come over here.
Thanks, Coach.
David, how you doing today?
Hanging in there, Coach.
All right, well, listen, man, take a minute and tell Jesse and John whatever you want to tell them.
I do have something to say, because it's August Absurdity. We're competing against one another, but we're still doing this for ourselves and our fans. We have a plan. 5 games, 3 players, 1 shot. Several years ago, I lost. We all lost. We lost friends. We lost family. We lost the August Absurdity title. We lost a part of ourselves. And today, there is a chance to take it all back. You know your position. You know your missions. Get the games. Get the points. 1 round trip each. No mistakes. No do-overs. Most of us are going to be listening to games we know, but that doesn't mean we should know what to expect. Be careful. Look out for each other. This is the fight of our lives, and we're going to win. Whatever it takes. Good luck.
Thank you, David. That was very nice.
He gets a fucking round of applause from Coach.
The round of applause comes with an A+ in sportsmanship, which David just earned. So on that note, gentlemen, I want you to touch gloves, tap bats, and let's get this game started.
Game 1.
All right, guys. So this is the only game in the series to be released on a handheld platform. All right, guys, you have your answers ready?
Man, do I ever?
It's between one of two things, and I hope I guessed right.
All right, let's see what we got here. So Jesse has drawn a penis. David has his answer in. John has drawn a penis with "fuck you." John, you're not getting into an F in sportsmanship. And then,
I'm going for it. I'm shooting the moon on sportsmanship.
and David wrote "wave race," which is the correct answer. This is the original wave race for the Game Boy. One of the few games on Game Boy to support the 4-player adapter. You could actually play this in a 4-player mode with Game Boys.
Sorry, the what?
God.
Oh, did you guys not know the 4-player adapter for Game Boy exists?
I knew the 4-player adapter for Game Boy existed because Trax supports it. You can have like 4-player death matches in Trax. I didn't know that Wave Race used it.
Yes. Yeah, and
I
for
guess
those,
I didn't know there was a wave race on Game Boy.
well, that's why they called it Wave Race 64 on the 64, not just Wave Race.
Yeah, it wasn't just trying to get that name over. It was actually a sequel.
Well, I mean, you didn't want to confuse people.
Wow,
I'm
that's
sure
crazy.
Wave Race on Game Boy and Wave Race on N64, the boxes were basically the same.
I mean, it's confusing for all the grandmas and all the Kmarts out there. It was, I guarantee you there's some kid that got fucking Wave Race for Game Boy instead of for Nintendo 64 back in the day. Had to have happened.
I said I wanted the Wave Race with 4-player support. Yes. That's what this is.
I told you I wanted to play Wave Race with my 3 friends. I actually consulted your uncle that works at Nintendo. He said, this is how this one works.
I wanted the Wave Race I could play with 4 people. You haven't finished opening up your presents. You're going to spoil it. It's like, oh, the 4-player Game Boy adapter. Thanks, Grandma.
And 3 other Game Boys, and 3 other copies of Wave Race, and 3 other friends.
Yes. Why are those boxes moving?
The first present you open is the 4-player Game Boy adapter. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
It's like, just
What is
just
this
wait and
for?
see.
But I want to open the big box that's wobbling and has air holes in it. No, that's the last present. That's the last present.
Oh, it's 3 friends.
Is that box crying?
I just want to go home.
What is that wet stain underneath it? How long has this package been here?
Man,
turned-
fucking, I didn't realize my grandma was into human trafficking just to get me some Game Boy playing friends, but here we are.
It
God,
turns out
can
your
you
kid really
imagine
doesn't
if-
like the friends you got them, so you take them back to the friend shelter.
Mm.
Could you
The
imagine, like,
French
if your grandma did her Christmas shopping in June, so, like, you open it up and it's just 3 children's skeletons in a box?
Oh God.
Oh my!
Dope. Grandma's metal.
Yeah. That's what she gets for
And
going on that
in
Costco
jail.
shopping calendar. Like, she picked up all the kids early. Ugh, terrible idea. Yeah. They're stale by the time you open them.
These are Easter kids.
Yeah. Ew. They're hollow. I want it solid. So anyway, a Wave Race on the Game Boy. Johnny, man, you what a game this is. You played it, right?
No, absolutely not. No.
So,
Like this
can
is
I make a
even
guess?
Game Boy Color.
The theme of this show is games you've never played.
Absolutely. It must be, right?
That's most shows, and
I feel
also
like that
yes.
opens up to many, many games that could be featured.
It's a free play. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just curious how Wave Race on the Game Boy looked, because all of my memories of Wave Race are attached to the Nintendo 64 and its ability to render models and colors and depth. and
Jelly
whatnot.
water.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this is full polygonal 3D.
Ugh.
It's,
Good.
It's absolutely
no
not.
further questions.
No, it's top down like Micro Machines.
It's top down racing.
Yeah, top
Waves?
down racing, similar to like Micro Machines or something like that, but with jet skis and like water physics.
Now, see, there's my other question.
The
Water
Game
physics.
Boy. Water. The concept of water physics
You mean
on the
like-
game.
I'm guessing you mean like whirlpools as a hazard and nothing else.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
like you know
Cobra
you
triangle.
you know like you slow down on turns and it's a little slippery. You know, kind of physics, not like wave simulations.
Yeah, not waves or depth or anything like that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
no.
Got it. Yeah. Cool. I'm seeing some images in the chat now. This is that's exactly what I'm picturing. This looks delightful. I don't want to besmirch it. I'm trying to maintain a more positive outlook here. This looks like you're, riding jet skis in swamp water.
I will say
Just the Game Boy Color palette, I guess.
I will say that apparently this is one of those games that like featured an upgrade when you put it in the Game Boy Color, because there seems to be a version where like the water is actually blue, and that
That's
doesn't
cool.
look as bad.
That's good.
Okay.
Because this the green Game Boy Color palette really just puts the whole thing in kind of a messy, polluted kind of vibe. I don't know if that's really what I want to be thinking about while I'm wave racing.
Captain Planet Wave Race.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I would play the hell out of like redneck wave race where you're just like taking jet skis through the bayou.
Mm-hmm.
Playable Bayou Billy.
Sounds great. Yeah. Oh, what a crossover.
Bayou Billy's wave race.
God, you can't beat the first race. Man, Johnny, what a fun pick, man. What a nice pull. Geez, wave race on the Game Boy. Where'd you? You're already surprising us with this with these picks, man. That's a great selection.
Yeah,
no,
thank
no one
you.
will get that one.
Yeah.
Well-
Only some fucking crazy weirdo would know the music from that and get it right.
Good. So bad news. That's my best pick. Everything is all downhill from here.
Yeah, that's your most well-known popular franchise that you chose tonight, Wave Race.
Honestly, yes.
Oh,
Four
God.
more versions of Wave Race.
Thank God. Wait, did I clear Johnny to use all the versions of Wave Race on the show? Oh no, it's this year's Batman Returns. Cool.
So yeah, do you guys have anything else to say about Wave Race?
Have we said anything about wave race on Game Boy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Were you listening, David? We talked about the water,
Yeah, there's water, but not water physics.
right?
Well,
Exactly.
vague water physics.
There's
Vague.
and there's water.
Nobody said maximum power or imitated the Wave Race 64 announcer yet. You want to do that?
I believe this game has a mode where you can ride the dolphin, similar to Wave Race 64. There's like a dolphin stunt mode or something like that in this game.
Can 4 players ride the dolphin?
I think everybody gets their own dolphin. I don't think.
Oh.
No, like a shared dolphin. You all just hop
I
on.
don't-
Gangbang that dolphin.
Oh,
No,
no.
that's
That's not what the GB stands for, Jesse.
Oh.
I have to jump in because I'm looking at the Wikipedia page. There are 2 modes, slalom and race. And in race mode, there are 2 power-ups. You can get a dolphin that increases your turning ability, or an octopus that steals stuff from opponents. And that
Okay.
sounds awesome.
Now
But it would only steal one of those 2 things.
right. It either steals the dolphin or steals the octopus.
Steals another octopus.
I would be
Just
so
more
down with an
octopus?
endless supply of octopi.
I'd be so down with all editions of Wave Race if they featured gangster fucking kleptomaniac octopuses. Why is that not a thing going forward in the series? What the fuck? They go. They went
That's
all
why we have Splatoon
realistic
now.
licensed on the Nintendo 64. They got rid of the Boo octopus. It's fucked up.
Yeah. So would it work like a Boo where you can be anywhere, or would you have to actually get up next to them so the octopus can extend one of his tentacles and steal things?
I mean, I think it's just like a Boo, laugh and everything, all the same.
I would hope that the tentacles grab something, but it's on Game Boy, so I imagine it works like a Boo.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Well,
Wait.
on that note, let's move on to game 2.
Game 2.
Alright, guys. I have kind of two pieces of trivia for this game. One is that this is the only game in the franchise where Gabriel directly fights someone on screen. And the more helpful trivia is this is our fan request from Muddle Madness. All right, guys. Let's see some answers. Let's see, John's ready. David's ready. Jesse's ready. Here we go. Okay, so Jesse says Persona 5 Royale, which is incorrect. David and John both say Guilty Gear Xrd, which is correct. This is Guilty Gear Xrd Sign, the fighting game, with that sweet, sweet metal music.
Did you already say it wrong once? Did you say Zerg sign that time?
I think I did.
Yeah, I think you did.
I just want to go back to Guilty Gear Xrd Sign, the fighting game, as opposed to the kart racer.
That I would like to see, actually. That would be pretty cool.
I think it would look dope.
Because
I don't know anything about this series, so I don't know where the racetracks would be set, but I'm into it.
Yeah, I love the hand-drawn sprites of the series, right? That's like their hallmark, is the gorgeous sprite artwork.
Yeah.
And I feel like... Oh, go ahead, David.
No, I was going to say, I always have to look up Guilty Gear because I get Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue confused very, very easily.
No, it's impossible.
And then I remember that Guilty Gear is the one with the little pirate girl, and I'm set.
I mean, I don't see any similarities, David. They don't share an art style. They don't share an alliterative naming scheme. They don't share a shredding guitar soundtrack. They're not rad as hell, either of them. Quite frankly, they don't frequently re-release things or release them with insane subtitles that make no sense. I don't really see where the similarities lie in this series, David. I think you're a little bit off base here.
Maybe it's just me.
It must be.
It must be just me.
Yeah, you fool.
So, still got it right. Have any of you guys played Guilty Gear Xrd Sign? You notice I said it right that time.
You did, man. Confession time. No, I've never played any of these fucking games. I'm interested in them. I was watching Evo this year, and Guilty Gear Strive was like one of the last things they showed. I realized a problem with some esports, namely ones involving fighting games in which I have not played them. I didn't have any idea what the fuck was going on, but it was really nice to look at. But yeah, I don't know a single thing about like how this game plays. It's like it's a fighting game and they're cartoon characters and they look great. So, I need to like have a guide on hand telling me what to cheer for in that case, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Like Street Fighter, Tekken, I understand it. I'm hyped for it. Guilty Gear, this is a nice episode of a show that I haven't watched before.
This is a great anime.
It looks great. The trappings of a very cool thing.
I really want to get in and like this because I love the character designs in it. And yeah, it looks flashy and the hand-drawn sprites are amazing. But I have played Blaze Blue and I like wacky, random, fast-paced fighting games like Marvel vs. Capcom, but this is even faster paced than that, and I can't wrap my head around it. Like, I need something that I can kind of understand what's happening, and this is a little too fast-paced for me.
Yeah, see, my problem isn't even the pace. It's just the lack of knowledge of what it is. Like, I understand fighting games, 2D fighting games. It makes sense. I can even extrapolate from old Mortal Kombat games, like what current Mortal Kombat is doing. But unfortunately, I've never picked up Guilty Gear, so I don't know what any of the characters are doing. But seriously, it looks cool as hell. It's stylized as fuck. I support as much insane styles clashing on the screen as possible, like at all times. But also, I need to play one of these games to wrap my head around what they are. So,
yeah,
in the meantime, the music is fucking rad.
Oh, the music's so good. I played Guilty Gear X on the Dreamcast and immediately lost, like in the first match, and was like, "Well,
yeah, that was nice.
Back to Blockbuster you go."
Yeah. I'm not learning this. Yeah, why would you ever bother with Guilty Gear X if you could play Soul Calibur instead? Like, good call, Johnny.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what happened.
Way to dodge a whole series. But ultimately, I think Guilty Gear might be winning. I think Soul Calibur may have lost its way.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Do they still make Soul Caliburs?
They tried. They made a Soul Calibur 6. It happened. Yeah. Better than 4 and 5.
right. I forgot. One of the characters from this, Biken, was in Samurai Showdown.
Is he a samurai?
She is a samurai.
Oh, good.
She's a sexy, busty samurai with an eye patch. So I'm in favor of that.
Interested.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there. I was like, I feel like one of these characters crossed over because there was a weird thing where, like, at least in fighting games within the last like 3 or 4 years, like Akuma was in Tekken and then Biken was in Samurai Showdown and the guy from Samurai Showdown popped up in Soul Calibur. Like everybody just started throwing characters everywhere.
Right. I'm in favor of it. Everybody should be visiting each other. It should be just, there's nobody on top right now. I'm sure that, people will declare that Street Fighter 6 is the new hotness or something, but like, man, if everybody just wanted to mix all their fighting game characters up and cross them over for the next couple of years, I'd probably play a lot more of these other fighting games. Like, give me a reason, baby. Throw everybody in everything. Maybe even put them all in one game. So they don't have to buy all the other games. Like just maybe some great crossover fighting game involving I don't know, some recently popular characters.
I mean, it would be pretty badass to have like one fighting game where you could play as like Ryu and Ken and Kazuya from Tekken and Terry Bogard from like King of Fighters. Like, damn, that would be an awesome game.
It would, man. It's a shame that nobody's come up with a game like that. Because, they try to ruin it with a bunch of fucking like silly characters or something. And people would probably like decry it as not being hardcore enough for the fighting game community. But it seems like a great idea, David. We should write that one down. That should be a new Patreon goal. Crossover fighting game involving some fighting games and video games in general's most favorite characters. So, put a pin in that for sometime in the future, maybe.
Dear all video game companies.
Yeah, dear all uncles.
There are too many fighting video games. Please remove
combine
at least
them to
3.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a crackpot.
No, man. Just times are tough. Inflation's a bitch. I need to only buy one fighting game and be satisfied with it. Let's just get them all in there, baby. Man, what a dream.
I feel like in this hypothetical like dream roster fighting game, there should be like a marquee Nintendo fighter, like one of the characters from ARMS or Punch Out.
Oh man, but they're not really marquee characters. I would say you got to do someone from Fire Emblem. That's the hot characters right now. Everybody loves Fire Emblem. Maybe
I think y'all are missing the point.
5,
What?
6.
We could have like Superman be the
8 characters from Fire
the main
Emblem.
character.
Fighting game with Superman in it. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, no.
I could
And
see
the
that go.
Tasmanian Devil.
I could see that going one of two ways. Either it's a really goofy fighting game where Superman's beating up like Jake from Adventure Time,
Yeah,
or it's a
there you
really
go. That sounds
serious
great.
fighting game where Superman's like murdering people.
Or
No,
some really,
go with
serious,
the Jake. The
some
Jake
really
one
serious
sounds
fighting
better.
game where Superman is beating up Jake from Adventure Time.
I mean, that happens too.
That's how fighting games work, David. It's a very serious fighting game in which Superman is beating up Velma from Scooby-Doo.
And like Shaggy can go Super Saiyan
Yeah.
and throw a sandwich at you, while LeBron James is dressed like a cowboy.
And it's very, very serious, David.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that, Evo.
Go fuck
In
yourself
fact-
if you're implying that something about this game doesn't sound serious.
Yeah.
It's got something for everyone, baby.
I am curious about Stripe, I have to admit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Guilty Gear would be good if it was any of these things. If they could just cross these characters over into any of the things we just named, then I'd be more in Guilty Gear. But as it is, it's got that rad soundtrack, and it looks really nice. But yeah, I'm gonna have to actually play it at some point. Maybe I'll just keep listening to the music.
Yeah. We'll do a live stream where we play other games while listening to the Guilty Gear soundtrack.
That is a win. Jeez, why didn't we think of that sooner?
Wave Race on Game Boy with the Guilty Gear soundtrack.
Blow the fucking composer up. I'm sure he's doing nothing important. Like,
Chef's kiss.
God.
Game 3.
Alright guys, so this game was originally released on the Commodore Amiga before being reskinned and retooled and re-released on DOS, Game Boy, Game Gear, NES, Master Systems, Super Nintendo, and the version that we're hearing, Sega Genesis. Alright, let's see answers.
What was that first system you said it came out on?
I think I said Game Boy first. The full list
No,
is...
no. I mean the original.
Oh, Commodore Amiga.
Yeah, okay, crap. My plan to just, do a cursory Wikipedia search didn't work out because there's 2,198 games for the Amiga.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, they want you to buy all those Amigas.
Very popular in the US, the Amiga. All right.
I feel like it was more of a Europe thing.
Okay, so John drew another piece and said "fuck you," which is getting into F- for sportsmanship. Jesse says "Art Alive," which is incorrect, and David says Krusty's Super Fun House, which is correct.
I figured ported to like everything, it had to be some kind of weird ass licensed game.
Yeah, this was originally released as Rat Trap on the Commodore Amiga.
Oh!
Before being licensed to Acclaim and reskinned as Krusty's Funhouse or Krusty's Super Funhouse, depending on what system you're playing it on.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, basically a Simpsons game that has absolutely nothing to do with The Simpsons.
Right.
You're Rusty trying to catch rats, which he very
Who?
famously does in the show.
Did you say Rusty?
What's that?
Did you say Rusty instead of Krusty?
I may have. Krusty.
That
Krusty.
hot Japanese chick from those games that nobody played?
No, knowing my brain, I'm thinking of rats and talking about Krusty, so I guess we're just Rusty.
I'm looking at the box art for this game, and it's a bunch of like cartoon rats through lead pipes for some reason. There's no like background. It's just a red wall with pipes everywhere. So I don't get how it's a fun house, but I love that it's Krusty's Fun House and Bart Simpson is standing on a box that says featuring the Simpsons.
Oh, okay. Just in case you weren't clear who this Krusty character was. It's good. They had to remind people.
It was nice that you got a game where you got to play as Krusty, right? Because that's what people were clamoring for when this came out in, what was it, 1992? Yes, 1992. People were like, I want Krusty. I want to play a game as Krusty.
We want Krusty. That's what they were all chanting.
We want Crunchy.
Yes, that too. And yeah, man, they got it with Krusty trying to clear rats out of his fun house.
Yeah, his fun house has been infested, so you got to get the rats out.
And, true to Simpsons form, Krusty, of course, occupies a large funhouse. He's not a TV clown who works at like Channel 6. It's not a TV studio-based setting. It's a fictional funhouse. You're playing as like kids' idea of who Krusty is. You're playing as like kayfabe Krusty.
I don't understand, because if this is like supposed to be a Simpsons game and it's like Krusty's brand funhouse, he doesn't need to get rid of the rats. The house will explode into flames in like 30 minutes and kill all the rats anyhow.
Mm-hmm. But then the next week, everything just kind of resets from the beginning and nothing has changed. Yeah, that's key to Simpsons, David. It always was all about the illusion of change. Something crazy would happen, and then next Thursday or Sunday, depending on what year we're talking about, everything was back to normal, and they didn't, really reference anything that ever happened. So, in a way, this is the most accurate of all possible formats to enjoy The Simpsons in. By turning off the game, you've simply started a new episode of Krusty's Fun.
The best way to enjoy The Simpsons is to turn off Krusty's Funhouse.
I think time has proven that the best way to enjoy The Simpsons is not through video games. Man, what fools we were.
I don't know. Hit and Run holds up.
I don't think it does. It was fun at the time. You haven't played Hit and Run in about 17 years, I bet, David. I'm not sure it does hold up.
How do you know? I could have been playing Hit and Run last night. I totally wasn't.
I know. No one was. I would like to meet the person that was playing Hit and Run last night. I simply won't believe they exist. But yeah. So Johnny, are you prepared to say this is the best Simpsons game? Is that the hill you're dying on tonight?
Ooh, best Simpsons game on the Sega Genesis? No.
Oh.
Are you prepared to say this is the best Simpsons game? Game 4.
I was about to say ouch for Virtual Bart, but no, you pulled a double switch, man. Jeez. So this is not the best Simpsons game? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. So what else is on Sega Genesis? You have Virtual Bart. You've got the Genesis version of Bart versus the Space Mutants.
Can't possibly be good. That whole game, no matter where it is terrible.
I feel like there's another Genesis Simpsons game, but now I'm drawing a blank. Oh God, was that it? Were there only 3 Simpsons games for the Genesis? Maybe this was the best. No, there's Bart's Nightmare, which is also terrible.
I thought that was the SNES, basically the answer to Virtual Bart. I didn't know that was on Genesis.
No, I definitely played that on Genesis as a kid.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong, but I'm 99% sure Genesis got both of those games.
I at least feel confident in saying that this is the best Simpsons game on the Commodore Amiga.
That I might be able to get behind. If it were a Simpsons game on the Commodore Amiga, David, it was only Rat Trap or whatever on the Amiga.
Yeah, you're not Krusty on the Amiga. I have no idea who you are on the Amiga. That's a good question.
A simple exterminator.
Sorry, guys. I'm Googling now. Rat Trap on the Commodore Amiga. I'm curious about who do you play as?
Who do you play as?
Important.
Of course, the Google immediately says, do you mean Krusty's Funhouse?
Yeah. You don't really want to search for Rat Trap on the Amiga, right?
You're just like some kid. You're a little kid catching rats or snakes.
Killing them?
I think so, yes. You are exterminating the rats. You're feeding the rats to the snakes.
I just want to know, were the makers of this game ever sued by Hasbro for copyright imitation? Because there's that game Mousetrap.
Does the game, we haven't really talked about what you do in the game. Does the game in any way resemble the board game Mousetrap?
Isn't it like Lemmings?
It's basically like Lemmings, like you're guiding rats into or out of the funhouse. Either into traps or out of the funhouse. I don't 100% recall on this one. It's been a long time.
Do you kill lemmings in that game? Because I might have been playing a completely different game.
Well, not intentionally.
Not on purpose.
You don't do it on purpose. The goal is not to do it.
Wait, you don't kill the lemmings on purpose?
That's why I was failing. I was trying to kill all those little fuckers.
Shit. I thought that was the whole point of the lemming. They all run off the cliff and die, right? Like, that's the whole idea.
It's one of those games where it's named after the enemy that you're trying to kill. Yeah. I'll let you guys name another one.
Metroid.
Thank you. They're like Metroids.
Castlevania.
How many Castlevanias do you fight, John?
All of them.
Oh, man. Johnny.
All of them. They're having a party. The werewolves passed out on the couch.
John, I got to hand it to you. These picks so far have been dynamite. If not for points, for at least just, fantastic, reminiscence. Man, reminiscing on games that I would never, ever, ever, ever play. Even as a Simpsons fan, I knew better than to pick this up.
As a kid, I definitely rented this again once.
Is that the theme? Is the theme one-time rentals?
Shit. You figured it out.
You had the fucking place where you could rent Game Boy games. I knew it. You son of a bitch. You had one of those bougie blockbusters.
The bougie Game Boy blockbuster.
The fucking Game Boy games. I knew it.
The GBBB.
No Albertsons for you. You fucking, went to that hoity-toity upscale blockbuster that had handheld games. You could probably rent a suitcase with a fucking system in it, just, at the drop of a hat. Everything always in stock.
Blockbuster fans are two things. One, no porn. Two, Game Boy game rentals.
Mm-hmm. I would hope the bougie blockbuster would have a secret porn section. That really, there's an island in the back of the nice blockbuster with all the porn in it.
Damn it! I was trying to rent Ninja Turtles like Fall of the Foot Clan, and I got porn.
Mm-hmm. I got the secret of some other kind of ooze.
We're coming out of our shells.
Oh God!
Yes, that's usually where it comes from.
Game 4.
Whoops. That's on me. All right. This is the first game in the series to have a Western release. All right. Who's got some answers?
Sorry, I had to change my answer.
Sure. Okay. Ooh. Got 2 locked in answers here. One from Jesse, one from John. They're not dicks saying fuck you this time. That's always cool. Everybody wrote Legend of the Mystical Ninja. Everybody is correct. That is our first hat trick of the evening.
I'm surprised we haven't used this before.
Oh god, don't tell me we've used this before.
No. We haven't. We just used Mystical Ninja on N64. But I just feel like this is one of those games that we should have used by now.
Yeah, so who here has played Legend of the Mystical Ninja? All right then.
Game 5.
Oh, no!
Jesse, you've never played this?
No, I've only played the N64 one,
Oh.
which is excellent, by the way.
So how does this compare? Do you know if it's as crazy and wacky?
I do believe the typical Goemon game is crazy and or wacky.
Okay.
I believe this is more of like a 2.5D situation because it's in the Super Nintendo.
Sure.
I think it's like a platformer basically, and you hit people with your pipe, and I think you get to switch to the Fat Ninja as well. Abimasaru, is that his name?
Yeah.
Abisamaru.
I'm not prepared to pronounce that name, but yes.
Yeah, I believe this is basically kind of like a beat 'em up, right? More or less. Or does
okay.
You're out on town and beat up people, gather money, buy items, and then there's a side-scrolling platform portion of it as well.
Right, I was gonna say it looks like a combo.
Yeah. And it looks interesting. It looks like there's a lot going on in this game.
That seems to be the MO for the Goemon series there. There seems to usually be a lot going on.
Is it Konami?
Yes,
Yes,
this is
it
a
is.
Konami
Yeah.
game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe it comes back.
Because I haven't played Legend or whatever the N64 one is, Legend of the Mystical Ninja. I haven't played that one, but I have played Konami Crazy Racers, and he's in that. He's got a couple. There's a couple of little tracks set in the Goemon world. So it's pretty sweet. I like this guy. I should have played more of these games. I watched somebody streaming the N64 one last year on Twitch. I'm like, fuck, that's what I was missing out on. This game looks fucking rad.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
parts where you're in the mech and stuff are so cool.
Yeah. Why didn't anybody tell me it was this rad? I thought it was just a ninja game. Turns out you're like flying into space and fighting in mechs and shit. I'm like, space. Fuck, I missed. But, yeah, man, we should play this, guys. Johnny, does this game support 4 players?
Ooh, good question.
I'm gonna go with no.
I think it's 2 players.
Some SNES games did support 4 players, but not this one.
John. I know that.
This
I mean,
one,
I
believe,
feel
is
like
2.
the game is built around a pair of characters, so I don't see how it would support 4 players.
You
just
could
2
have
pairs.
a situation where 2 pairs play at the same time, and
True.
you see which pair could beat it before the other pair.
Mm-hmm. Or it could be the kind of thing where it's just several different colors of Goemon going at it together. Little New Super Mario Brothers situation with those colorful toads. The characters they're not distinct from each other in any way, but you guys just I don't know, run around doing ninja shit. Sounds great.
Yeah, I love doing ninja shit.
Yeah.
Do you know
The
how many
question is, would it be a 4-player cooperative game, or would it be in the new Super Mario Brothers Wii kind of vein where you can ruin it for each other?
Ruin it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like there's a mischievous element to all of ninjadom, but especially like this cartoony SNES game. I feel like they're really leaning into like they say mystical ninja, but I'm thinking it's mischievous ninja. I think maybe that was a translation issue, and I think some 4-player ninja mischief would be pretty great. If only we could go back in time 30 years and program this.
And he fights with a pipe, so
he's a stoner.
yeah.
It's implied, right? Like, you never see him smoking that pipe, but like the pipe's always empty, which implies he finished
he's
smoking the bowl right before each level. Tap that thing out, and then he's just beating people with it.
And if it's still hot when you hit someone with it, that's gonna suck for them.
Yeah, just ask Rick James's victims.
That would be a sweet
This legend of the mystical Rick James.
So I was gonna say that'd be a sweet little mini game between rounds where you have to smoke a bowl before the next level.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a sweet little mini game, and it's a rhythm game where you have to perform Super Freak.
Bird people with crack pipe. God. Yeah, I was avoiding making one joke about a fucking musician, imprisoning people, and I ended up making a joke about a completely different musician imprisoning people. It's fascinating. Just
Can't help it, man.
the places discussions go.
Life is mystical.
Yeah, exactly, man. Danger.
So yeah, do you guys have anything else to say on the Legend of the Mystical Ninja?
What more is there to say? We pretty much. I think we
We
nailed all.
reinvented it, decided the 64 one was better,
Huh?
and then talked about some
talked about
celebrities.
We talked about not it. We talked about fake versions of it, and then we made jokes that were completely inappropriate. Johnny, we gave it the full GTT treatment.
Game 5.
right, guys. So this game was supported by a short-lived media franchise consisting of a 6-issue comic book series published by Marvel, and an animated TV pilot starring Whoopi Goldberg and Tim Curry. All right, guys. Let's see some answers here.
Sorry.
All right, Jessie's about ready. Looks like John's ready. And let's see what David wrote. Oh my God! So everybody mentioned Dynatron City, which I'm gonna count. This is Defenders of Dynatron City. Made by LucasArts. My favorite review of this is from Moby Games, and it simply reads, quote, LucasArts made a bad game.
Oops.
Are you guys familiar with Are you guys familiar with Defenders of Dynatron City, the media franchise?
No.
I am not, but I'm wondering how this failed.
Oh my God.
Because I'm looking at the cover of the first miniseries, like first issue of the miniseries. There seems to be a glowing radioactive dog.
David, put that away. Put that away. Because this leads me to my lightning round.
Lightning round!
All right, guys.
You knew about Defenders of Dynatron City, folks.
Yeah, we'll go back to the actual game in a second, but I'm gonna give each of you guys a Defender of Dynatron City that could be real or it could be something I just made up. I'll give you the name and description of the character, and you tell me, is this real? And so we'll start with David.
Real in the sense that it's part of Defenders of Dynatron City, which we're saying is a real thing.
Well, no, okay. Is this a part of Dynatron City, or is this something that Johnny made up in his weird brain?
Okay, yeah.
All right. So we'll start with David. Buzzsaw Girl. She's basically a mermaid, but instead of a flipper for feet, it's a buzzsaw.
I'm going to say no.
No, that's real.
My man!
David, put it away, man. You can't whip it out just yet.
If you can see the reflection in my glasses, it's the whereby window.
I'm talking about your dick.
So Jessie, Jet Headstrong. He's a big buff dude that can launch his own head like a rocket, Dynamite Heady style.
Does he get it back?
Yes.
No, it's a one-off.
He just dies.
He's dead. Game of Thrones, baby.
Yes. Yes. He is
Yep,
part
that's
of it.
real.
My man!
Remind me to come back to that when we're done with the lightning round.
All right, John. Radium Dog. He's a dog with big metal jaws with super bite powers.
Given what David was looking at before we started this lightning round, I'm going to say that's a part of Dynatron City.
That is.
My man!
All right, so David, Toolbox. He is a toolbox that has become sentient and is a hammer with interchangeable fists.
I'm going to say yes.
That is real.
My man!
All right, Jesse. Ms. Megawatt. She shoots electricity.
That's it.
Seems so simple compared to the other ones.
Yes.
Yep, she's real.
My man.
All right, John, the final one, Monkey Kid. Half monkey, half kid. He's a monkey that can talk.
I mean, it sounds so lazy that it could be made up, but I'm going to say, given this is a lightning round program by you about this game, I'm going to say that's really a part of Defenders of Dynatron City.
You're correct.
My man.
They were
Did
all
you make
defenders of
anything up?
Dynatron City.
We just did the rundown, baby.
Let's see, that's 1 for David, 2 for John, and 2 for Jesse. Let's update some points here.
Amazing.
Buzzsaw Mermaid.
Count me.
Do you
Monkey
think
Kid.
anybody else is talking about Defenders of Dynatron City this year?
This got to be like, yeah, this is our thing, man. It's Minnesota fans and it's Dynatron City. Notice anybody else has brought these things up this year.
This is SEO gold, baby.
Yeah, we're top in the Dynatron City category on Twitch right now.
You know what my favorite part? You know what my favorite part of this is? Released on the NES in 1992.
Yeah, 1992 for the NES. Many valid games.
Not when you're like trying to start a franchise. Like that's when like Mega Man 5 comes out.
I was literally about to say Mega Man 5 is so good, but you said not starting a franchise. Yeah, no, not a great start to your franchise putting on the NES. And only the NES in 92. Not so hot. Man, speaking of not so hot, those goddamn tunes.
They're not good.
God damn. Everything I ever said about Maniac Mansion and George Lucas slamming his dick in a microwave, double it. Man.
Double the
Like
dicks.
this shirt you can buy on our merch store.
Show it off, Jesse. Yeah, there it is. You'd think we planned this. We didn't, baby. That's just a perfect synergy shirt right there. God damn. Like, I don't care for the sounds they make for the LucasArts games. That is, we're talking. I'm seeing through time and space, all of Game That Tune history coming back to me in a rush. Fuck these composers. Wow, it sounds so bad.
George Sanger and David Warhol were the composers for this game.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Episode title.
No, it's funny. I think one of the guys in like one of the VGM like podcast groups maybe interviewed or shared an interview and said like, yeah, I got this interview with famous composer George Sanger. I'm like, George Sanger, why do I know that? Hey, it's Maniac fucking Mansion guy. Are we calling this guy a famous composer now? Fuck this guy. So
Drop some arpeggios down the stairs.
I've had Sanger on the brain this year, and I don't care for it. Like, he seems like a polite man, but man, oh man, what bad music he made. God.
I love.
I hope his resume includes a line that says "Dick Slammer." Like, yeah.
My favorite part of Defenders of Dynatron City, by the way, is like the plot of how they all got their powers is there's a guy, Dr. Mayhem, and he's put out something called Proto-Cola, and when you drink it, you get like mutated and get powers, or just mutated, I think. But then some people go into the Proto-Cola factory and fall into a giant vat and get powers. And one of the things
so there's already a soda that mutates you, but they fell into too much of it.
Yeah. And one of the things that fell in that became a hero was an actual toolbox. Like a toolbox fell in. And now he's like a hammer person.
Okay, I kind of love it.
I want to track down this comic miniseries because somebody posted a page from it, and the first panel has this like factory. And on the chain link fence, there's a giant sign with a kid eating like a bowl of cereal, and it says chocolatey syrupy Hyper Smacks Company, and immediately beneath it is a sign that says danger radiation.
Hell yeah. Setting up a really positive world there. Nothing misanthropic in here. Now the question: so this animated show was Whoopi Goldberg or Tim Curry playing the fucking sentient toolbox? Like,
I gotta double check who Tim Curry was playing because it's not listed here on Wikipedia. But I know
just
Whoopi
imagine
Goldberg.
Tim Curry playing a fucking sentient hammer that used to be a dead toolbox.
Apparently,
It was
originally,
about why
No,
he exists.
Toolbox was voiced by David Coburn, which was the voice of Captain Planet.
Of course.
Yeah, and Monkey Kid is voiced by Brian Stokes Mitchell. Let's see here, who has been in a lot of things. He was in Ghost Dad. He was in Alf. One episode of Alf.
apparently the original voice of Dr. Mayhem, the villain, was Christopher Walken.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. That's a perfect and Christopher Walken as Dr. Mayhem.
Yeah, they replaced him at the last minute. That's probably why this did not take off.
Johnny, can you
Yes,
Twitter
that's
handle
the
again?
reason.
Can you become the new Dr. Mayhem?
Oh my god.
There's no name next to Radium Dog, so maybe that's who Tim Curry played.
Probably Curry. Yeah, just doing dog sounds. Or do you think he actually talked?
It was probably Frank Welker doing dog sounds.
No, but okay, give me a quick Tim Curry saying a dog sound in the same cadence as space.
Arf!
See?
Ooh.
He's credited as Adam Ed the Floating Head.
What?
I have no more details on who the fuck that is.
He's their Zordon?
Well, apparently, based on this one page, Dr. Mayhem's main henchman is just a giant floating purple head that shoots laser beams out of its eyes.
So it's like MODOK.
No, because he doesn't even have a chair. He's literally just a head.
Like guy from Pee Wee Herman?
What does everybody want?
Jeez, man. This I kind of wish this was a thing.
Yeah. I wish
more of a thing. I mean, it is a thing. We did the lightning round about it. But yeah, I mean, why didn't this take off, guys? This is all dynamite right here.
This is clearly going to be the next Ninja Turtles.
They, just had fucking toy sales written all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Hot
Dynatron.
90s actors. Dynatron City with Whoopi Goldberg and Christopher Walken.
I also... I love the fact that it's you have a radioactive, super strong dog. You have a woman who shoots electricity, a living toolbox with interchangeable hands and everything. And one of your superheroes is still just a monkey that talks.
Hell,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a half boy, half monkey.
His bananas explode, okay?
You should have led with that, John.
Hold on. He's also MacGyver. He rigs up banana-based gadgets. And we really haven't gotten into Mermaid with saw blades. Where are the saw blades? Is it
Instead of the feet, instead of the flipper, it's saw blade.
So, but she's a fish person, and instead of a fin at the bottom, she's got some saw blades.
No,
she's a human. Imagine half woman, half pizza cutter.
Okay.
Wasn't that a whole line of Pizza Hut ads back in the day?
Man, she was in a bunch of stuff.
Cool, man.
Candy Milo.
Anyway.
Oh, Candy Milo is in this?
Yeah, she plays Buzzsaw Girl.
Nice.
So that's cool.
Yeah, there's some pretty big names on this.
It made it on VHS. So
we gotta track this down.
We could probably
Movie night, Dynatron
find
City.
Oh, I
do
looked it up. It's on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, we could movie night this shit. That'd be fun.
We must. How absurd.
All right, well, guys, we're running a little fast, but good news is I have a bonus game. All right, guys, this is a fan request from VII. Some of this game's bonus games include Duck Walk, Swift Spin, Reflex Rally, and Wall Practice. All right, guys, let's see them answers. Ooh, so everyone wrote Mario Tennis Power Tour. John wrote Mario Tennis GBA. Close enough. This is Mario Tennis Power Tour for the Game Boy Advance.
Saving on space. It's hissy music, and one of the games is Wall Practice. It's Mario Tennis on the Game Boy Advance. Biggies. There's fucking, what a game. Wall ball in your fucking Game Boy Advance. The game you could easily play by going outside with a ball and a wall. But no, you need to play a Game Boy Advance game of it.
Yeah, you could very easily play this game like with an actual ball and a wall. If you're Mario, that's how they get you.
A ball and a wall and a pair of overalls and a fake mustache. Still pretty easy.
Yeah, a fun little thing I found out about this game too is I think this is the only Mario Tennis game without Wario in it, but he is in like some of the voiceover parts of the game. Like he announces Camelot Software's title, like logo, but he's not actually in the game.
So he's like the John McEnroe. Yeah, he was probably suspended for a little while.
This way I still get paid. Wow.
Let's hear some of those voice clips. Wow, I'll bash your head in with a fucking ratchet.
Yeah, that's why he was suspended. So wait, if Wario's not in it, is Waluigi in it?
It is. I believe it's the only Mario Tennis game where Waluigi appears without Wario.
Now that's fascinating.
I mean, Waluigi, like Mario Tennis is kind of Waluigi's thing.
Yeah. As Wario's doubles partner, we know this.
Yeah, the whole reason he exists.
Yeah, it's like you know those wrestling matches where like one of the tag team guys goes without the other one. It's like he's losing. Like he's only good when he's in a tag team. Waluigi has no business here without Wario. What are you doing here, sick freak? Get out of here! You know, you're here for the doubles thing, right? Where's Wario? Like, I'm trying to think of why there'd be no Wario. Is he too fat for the Game Boy Advance? Like,
look, because Bowser's here, Donkey Kong's here. They're pretty fat.
I also like that this game has
fat, you know,
a shit ton of characters, but only 6 of them are Mario characters. Like, the vast majority of this game is just random people.
Oh, even better.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, because this game, if memory serves, this game was like, because you could do multiplayer on the Game Boy Advance, but that wasn't its strong suit. Like, this was where the Mario sports games got super RPG. Like, there's a story mode where you're going through the tennis club, like battling other opponents and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And yeah, they do have Mario, Peach, Luigi, Waluigi, Donkey Kong, Bowser. End of list for the Mario characters. That's it.
That's so bizarre that, like, I mean, no Yoshi?
No
like,
Yoshi.
No Toad?
No, I believe this is the only one also where Yoshi's not playable.
You
That
do, however, get
feels very weird to include Waluigi instead of Yoshi without Wario. Like, I'm getting it now that it's like some kind of limitation on the character slots, I guess. But like, and you're going like body types. You got your like, or your classic Mario Kart and like racing archetypes. You got your light, your mediums, your heavies, or whatever. You chose Waluigi instead of Yoshi as one of your medium characters, and then you got no Wario as a heavy. Like,
yeah, they could have rebalanced this a bit.
Wrong,
there's a total of 36 playable characters, 6 of which are Mario characters.
Oh, what? Okay, I didn't scroll down far enough. There's 30 other characters.
Yeah,
you do get beloved characters like Kyle and Linda, and my personal favorite, Mel, who is literally just Chun-Li.
It just keeps going. Dweezil?
Lest we forget Chad.
Yes. The Virgin Chad. Man. Okay, so yeah, I take it all back. Nothing about this makes any sense. There were no limitations. They just didn't feel like characterizing the Mario characters for a tennis RPG. They just threw in 30 fucking nothing characters instead. That's insane.
Plus, on the 64, you had Mario Tennis on 64 and Game Boy Color, and you could link up with a transfer pack, right?
Yes.
There's nothing like this with this in the GameCube equivalent of this game.
No.
There's Mario Tennis or Mario Power Tennis on GameCube. There's no interactivity between these two games.
Damn. I mean, I thought that was also one of the hallmarks of the whole Game Boy Advance GameCube era. Like, that's what they do.
That's why they went with like, hey, it's tennis, but an RPG, because you're not going to do anything else.
Jesus. I'm fascinated by this. It suddenly doesn't feel like it should even be called Mario Tennis. It should be like, I don't know, Tennis Academy featuring Mario.
With Mario.
It should be named after the 30 characters instead of the 6. Like, weird.
Clay, Ace, Sophia, Meg. God, who are these people?
They're nobody. And but if it were something like Nintendo, Tennis Tour featuring the Marios and Waluigi, then I could see it. But calling it Mario Tennis feels wrong at this point.
You know what my favorite part of this is? Is there's 36 characters, 8 of which are initially playable, 6 Nintendo characters and 2 non-Nintendo characters. So the rest of the game, you're just unlocking these other characters.
God, just imagine how long, if you didn't know what you were getting into, imagine how long you'd be unlocking these nonsense characters thinking that maybe you were going to get another Nintendo character. Yeah.
All right, I just got Dweezil. Yoshi's got to be next.
Gotta be next. I did another fucking character bench. Here comes Toad. Oh, wait, it's Mel.
But I'm not sure which is better, because Mario Golf on the N64 did the opposite. You had like 4 human characters, and then you started unlocking Mario characters. Yeah. And I remember playing that game like, who the fuck is Chaz? Like, why do I care?
Yeah, I got to be plumb and win 3 matches to play just as Mario? I don't know about this.
Thinking about it the other way, like you got all these people at the country club, and they see like Mario walk in, like okay, they see like Luigi walk in, like okay, they must be related. Then Donkey Kong comes in, and they're like, that's an ape, and he's just wearing a tie. Who let that guy in? And then Bowser comes in, and they're like, whoa, you're just letting anybody come into this establishment.
Mm-hmm. It should be Caddyshack. The framework for the story should definitely be Caddyshack.
Oh, man, you can play as Bill Murray?
I mean, I don't see how it could be Caddyshack if Wario's not in it, because Wario is obviously the Rodney Dangerfield character.
That's true. I mean,
how would that sound, David?
Yeah.
Wario's Rodney Dangerfield. Go.
Go.
Wow, we're the only getting a lead.
It's good.
A+ for Wario ship.
I don't want to think about it, but it's good. I'm just saying, what like Oh man, I'm just picturing like the stuffy country club guy from Caddyshack, but reacting to like Donkey Kong showing up to the country club. It's just
See, I like to imagine that, they're sitting there watching as they come in, like, oh, are those the plumbers? Wait, they've got rackets. Are they going to change clothes? No. Okay. Wait, why is an ape coming on to the? Oh, here's Mel. Okay, everything's fine.
Yeah. Thank God.
We're back
Mel,
to normal.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is crazy, man. It should also be noted that amongst all these unlockable characters, it is just all white people. It really does feel a little country club in here. This is weird.
No, there's a woman named Kyoko. I'm pretty sure she's Asian.
Can't tell from this picture.
Yeah, and sass is definitely ambiguous.
Sass?
Sass.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Well, no,
and I shouldn't know who it is because he's a fucking made-up character from Mario Tennis. But he does look a little bit like Daddy Magic from AEW, so maybe he's Canadian. Man, what a fucking game! Blown away by this.
Yeah,
I don't like it. Like it's weird to me that they would do this.
Well, good news. You don't have to like it because I have another bonus game.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because it's on the Game Boy Advance. You don't have to play it.
And for this one, I want to do that rule of if you know it, you can steal it. Like answer immediately. All right, here you go.
Stakes is high.
Anybody ready to steal?
If I steal it now and I get it wrong, is it I'm eliminated from guessing again?
Yes.
All right, then I'm not prepared to steal.
Jesse, David?
I want to buy time because I want to check one thing.
All right, next song.
But okay, yeah. Steal.
Up, David's requesting the steal. Here we go.
You stopping the song?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. David says New Super Mario Brothers 2, which is correct. My hint for this game was going to be that this is the third game in the sub-series. Because they did that thing where they did New Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers Wii U, and then New Super Mario Brothers 2, which I find wholly confusing. So yeah.
John, would you like me to clarify how I knew that?
Well, no, you knew it because it was goddamn New Super Mario Brothers music. I knew it once that second song started playing too, but
well,
I didn't realize it was ring in and steal it. I would have written it down if given the fucking God.
David, I think I already had it written before he rang
Hey,
in.
that bag of money sure is paying off.
Yeah, man.
I recognize the castle music was New Super Mario Brothers, but the first song is the ending from Super Mario Brothers 3, and New Super Mario Brothers 2 specifically brought back the Super Leaf, which they made a very, very big deal of in all the advertisements. And if I remember, they milked nostalgia because in this game you fight Reznor as a boss too.
I thought the only thing about this game was coins. I didn't think. I forgot about the Super Leaf thing. That was more of a Super Mario 3D Land kind of thing, but shows what I know.
We'll see. No, because in 3D World and 3D Land, it was the Tanuki suit that came from the leaf, whereas it was literally the raccoon ears and tail. You are not impressed by my semantic knowledge.
No, I'm not.
I'm pretty impressed.
I'm not impressed. I honestly think he's got that information wrong, but it's fine.
No, I'm
Oh.
pretty. I will wager
It's
like
pretty.
points that the raccoon ears and tail were in New Super Mario Brothers 2, and the full suit was in 3D Land and 3D World.
I'm just saying they marketed 3D Land with a fucking raccoon tail hanging off the fucking logo.
I know,
So-
because they brought back the Tanuki suit. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's fine.
Do you guys want to have our first ever gambling round?
That would be right in line with the theme of New Super Mario Brothers 2, which again was coins.
I don't care for this game.
No, I've never
Wow.
played it. I'll be honest, but I had a hard time. Like again, I hate this naming scheme of like just throw new in front of it. Oh, throw 2 in front of it. Oh, but it's the third game. Like, what's this like? It just makes no sense to me. I don't get it. I don't get it.
This, and I'm not trying to pick a fight with John, but I'm like not a particularly huge fan of the new Super Mario Brothers games. I enjoy them, like they're fine. I just don't think they're great. And this feels, out of all of them, to be the most half-assed. Like, because the whole gimmick is collecting coins, and you're supposed to collect coins and everything. And there are secrets where there are additional coins and levels, but like, that's it. Like, there's nothing extra special. Just replay levels and get coins. And then if you collect, I think it's 1 million coins, you get like a gold Mario statue on the title screen, and that's it. Like, it's,
I hate unlockables like that.
it feels very slapped together. Like, people like the new Super Mario Brothers games. Quick, put one on the 3DS. We'll sell some.
Right. Almost like they just said, I don't know, give me some levels. Give me some coins. Give me that power up that we just brought back in Super Mario 3D Land. But it was more of a focus in Super Mario 3D Land than it'll be in this. This one will just be about coins and gold raccoons, whereas Super Mario 3D Land was literally marketed with like the leaf and the tail on the logo. You know, pretty slapped together, all things considered.
I think the only thing that I really did love about this game was there was a gold flower, which turned you into gold Mario, and you threw gold balls, and when those hit something, they exploded and turned like all of the blocks and enemies into gold coins. And that seemed like a really cool, useful power that they've never brought back again.
I like it.
I'm glad somebody does.
Yeah, no. So when I bought a 3DS a few years ago, thanks to a pricing error at Kmart, and where basically other stores would price match Kmart, and Kmart did not disclose that the cheap price was the like in-store only price, and was only at a few stores or whatever. So I went to Kmart and got a 3DS for like $100. And then I went out and bought games. I bought New Super Mario Bros. 2, and I played it once for like 10 minutes, and I haven't actually played it since.
I mean, that's...
Yeah.
I was going to say, playing it for 10 minutes, like, that's enough to, like, get this game, like, yeah, okay.
So, yeah, I mean, anything else in New Super Mario Bros. 2?
No.
Jesse? John?
Nope.
All right, well, on that note, I guess I'm going to go ahead and take it to the calculating computer.
Calculating computer activated.
You hear that like balloons, rubbing sound? Like
Oops. Scoring complete. This game's winner is... David Fleming.
Well, guys, he did it. David. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Give me a second here. I'm still Johnny. I gotta transform myself into Coach Johnny. All right, well, guys, you played a great game today. I'm very proud of all of you. I'm going to give you all A+ in sportsmanship, except John. I'm sorry, John, you're getting an F today. You did a lot of trash talking we don't appreciate here on Game That Tune. And David, it looks like that you get to be the August Absurdity champion, or if that's too hard to say, you can also say Absurd King. That's fine too. So David, do you have anything that you would like to say to the everyone else that got to play tonight?
I just want to say that tonight's show was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I think there were some really good games. I think there were some not as good games, but overall, it was an enjoyable time. I'm glad to have spent it with all of you, and I hope to be a good king.
Oh, David, that's lovely. That's a lovely sentiment. I'm proud of you, son. Go grab a Capri Sun and an orange slice out of the cooler when you get a second, okay?
Ooh.
John, do you have anything that you would like to say? I'm sorry, I should come back to you in a second. Jesse, do you have anything that you would like to say about how this all went down?
No.
John, as the previous defending champion, do you have anything that you would like to say, a challenge or a gauntlet that you would like to throw for David for next year?
What are you doing?
I don't know, man. I'm a sub.
David, talk to David.
I'm not your usual coach. All right, well,
bring
David.
In to fucking rub it in after they lose. What's the matter with you?
That's true. All right, so David,
how it feels to lose? You know what the fuck? Talk to the champ. It's his fucking moment. Congratulations, David. Great game.
Thank you, John.
All right, so David, I'm probably not going to have this job here tomorrow because I've been a terrible substitute coach. All right, my time here at this institution is not long for this world. So, David, you have won August Absurdity in tonight's game. What bonus tunes are you going to take us home with?
Should I give a theme for next week?
Yes, please.
So normally August Absurdity is a little more heated and battle-y, and this time it was pretty chill. So now that August Absurdity is done and everything is cleared, I kind of want to get into that fighting spirit. So the theme for next week's episode is shooting games. Are they first person, third person, top down, side scrolling? All up to you. If you can find a second person shooting game, sure, but a game where you shoot.
All right, David, that sounds great. And what do you have for bonus tunes for us?
To close out the show with that theme, the classic shooter song, the theme from Doom.
All right, beautiful. Peace out, or go take a lap, everybody.
Did you guys do all the outros when I literally walked away to grab the cat? Did you thank the patrons and thank everybody for listening? Did all that happen in 10 seconds?
Yes.
Oh, don't we do the patrons after the bonus tune or no? Oh, no, we don't. Oh, my God. Okay, hold on. I would like to thank our patrons for this evening. Lane Severe, Bradford Stevens, Damian Beckles, Modal Madness, Taylor L, Sam L, Y, Grimbury, Phoenix Tier 2121, Unsaddled Zebra, Akadar, The Kerrigan, and Ravstig. Thank you so much for being patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Thank you for tuning in, everybody watching live along with us. You can also check out the podcast form of this show on Tuesdays on any podcast device or at GameThatTune.com. Also, you should check out our Patreon, patreon.com/GameThatTune, where we have tons of fun exclusives like movie commentaries and GTT Gems, where we talk about games from 30, 20, and 10 years ago. And, John, I don't usually host. Is there anything I'm missing here?
I usually thank the requesters again. I direct everybody to actually check out Patreon. I don't just thank the producers there.
And the radio.
Yeah, plug the radio.
All right, so I'd like to thank our requesters for the night. We had a request from Muddle Madness and a request from Ravseek. You can drop those requests on GameThatTune.club, our social media site, or on our Discord. If you go to our website, GameThatTune.com, there's a link to the Discord. Again, patreon.com/GameThatTune for fun and awesome exclusives. And I think that's all the things.
And then, yeah, really just, sell up the, I don't know, enormousness of the circumstances. The most stupendous, finale in the history of August Absurdity, and turn the floor over to David to really take us on a high note.
Isn't he like a 2-time champ or some bullshit?
3 times.
3, oh yeah.
David, our 3-time champ. Any last words here?
Is it 3 or is it 4?
Who cares?
Okay. Don't get cocky.
Oh, too late for that. No, like I said, it was a good game, and I look forward to being king on next week's episode, and it should be a lot of fun.
And
And that's an adorable kitten.
And one more time, David, what was that bonus song?
We are going out with the theme from Doom.
Beautiful. Peace out, everybody. Alright, so let's see here. Wave Race is copyright 1992 Nintendo. Guilty Gear Zerd Sign is copyright 2014 Arc System Works. Crusty Super Fun House for the Genesis is copyright 1992 Audiogenic. Legend of the Mystical Ninja is copyright 1992 Konami. Defenders of Dinotron City is copyright 1992 Lucasfilm Games. Mario Tennis Power Tour is copyright 2005 came out software in Nintendo. And New Super Mario Bros. 2 is copyright 2012 Nintendo.